Yo, what's up, guys? It's Sparky. I didn't really know when to make my YouTube debut, to be honest with you. So I kind of decided to just kind of wing it today because there have been a lot of videos that I've been watching as it pertains to Reckful. And to be honest, I just wanted to come on to YouTube real fast and just kind of vent everything that I feel about the situation and just kind of my personal feelings towards the entire ordeal. Reckful was probably one of the coolest streamers that I'd ever watched in my entire life. He was a good guy, like, just genuinely enjoyed helping other people. He was, like, according to other streamers, he was super genuine, and that was really cool to just kind of see and relate with. All I know is that the day that I heard that Reckful had committed suicide, I really kind of didn't know what to think. All I know is that I lost a lot of sleep that night, and I just lost a lot of sleep in general for the 2-3 weeks after. I just kind of started getting back to a normal schedule, but I mean, I don't know how long that'll last considering I'm a nerd and I like to stay up late, but that's not the point. You know, there were a lot of things that I really admired about Reckful. I really liked the fact that he was a genuine person. I like that he was super skilled in video games. I love the fact that he could laugh even though, despite the fact that he felt so much pain on the inside. Maybe not all the time considering he was manic depressive, but, you know, at least enough of the time to where he did his best to show up anytime he could to be able to make us fans happy. And he was just kind of, I don't know, just kind of a hero in that way. You know, Dr. K had put it perfectly when he talked about a champion falling. Because that's what Reckful was. Reckful was a champion to a lot of us, myself included. I know that Reckful had a huge impact on, you know, the reasoning behind why I played WoW, and actually a big reason behind why I PvP. I remember watching him in his Reckful 3 video, and I was just in awe. And I think the first time that I had ever actually attended a Reckful stream was after I had seen the video that he had posted about real life and about how real life was a game. I just kind of thought that that was absolutely insane the way he had put that. Not insane in a bad way, but insane as in, like, it was so cool. Like, the way he viewed the world and how it was like a video game. And it really kind of put into a lot of perspective the same ideologies that I have about the world myself. And I think the main reason why I wanted to hop on YouTube and make this video was for a couple of reasons. One, I kind of wanted to make a debut onto YouTube, and I had to find a reason why, despite how nervous I've been about creating content as it pertains to YouTube. But I kind of felt like that this was warranted because I had a lot to vent about the subject. Partially because, as somebody who's struggled with mental health issues, you know, throughout my entire life, I can really kind of identify with the headspace that Reckful was in. And with, you know, how he carried that with him. And, you know, I respect the guy a lot for fighting. And I understand why he, at one point, you know, felt the need to just kind of leave us. You know, sometimes there isn't much you can do, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, he was a fighter, but, you know, Dr. K even said it himself, you know, he was fighting this fight alone. I really loved Reckful, man. I really enjoyed him as an individual, as a gamer, as a streamer. You know, he was an innovator when it came to streaming. He was the first person that put sounds, the text-to-speech with donations. You know, the man was, for lack of a better word, a genius, and I wish I had the opportunity to tell him this myself. You know, he really was just an absolute... he was just absolute, dude. That's it. The guy was just absolute. And he was kind. He was generous. You know, he was very nurturing. He just wanted to see people succeed. And I think some of the coolest aspects of, you know, what he was like as a person, or I think another aspect of him that made him such a cool individual was that he would talk to anybody. I've been seeing stories lately about him interacting with people that other people otherwise wouldn't interact with, or that people would be or people who others didn't really want to get to know, and he just genuinely wanted to get to know each and every aspect of those people. And, you know, that says a lot for him as a person. And it really just kind of makes me even more sad that he's gone. You know, I never knew him. He wasn't a friend of mine. But I felt like through his reach on Twitch and through his impact that he's had on the streaming community and on the WoW community, I feel like I knew him. And that's why, considering that he's gone now, it feels like a piece of me is missing. Especially because I'm pretty sure, you know, him being my idol and being the person that got me into the game, it's made it particularly hard. He's like my WoW dad. Even though he never knew me. I'm like the son that he never knew he had. Or the brother he never knew he had. And I know that sounds really weird to say, but that just goes to show how deep of a connection he managed to establish with not just me, but with a lot of us. And, you know, he was a legend, man. And once a legend, always a legend. He'll always be in our hearts, always rank 1 in our hearts, man. And I don't think anybody will ever be able to take that away from us. And again, you know, one of the primary reasons that I did want to come on here and just talk about this was because I've been looking to make a debut on YouTube for a while with WoW content. I just didn't know how to go about it or where to start. So I kind of figured I would go with what everybody's been talking about. And since it's a topic that is still hits so close to home, even here 3 weeks later, and I'm sure there are others that are still that think about it just as much as I do. I know I go onto Twitch and I watch his reruns and I watch everything that guy did. I've been watching all of his YouTube videos. I've been going through the comments. It's just been, it's surreal, man. You know, I still expect him to still be going live. And I expect one day, like, you know, it'll pop in, or it'll pop up one day that Reckful is going live. But, you know, now I know that day will never come, and I've really kind of come to accept that. But the one thing that I hope that this really kind of raises awareness towards in the community is that mental illness is real. The mental health of our streamers, our friends, matters. The mental health of our content creators on any platform matters. They're people just like you and I. And what can start out as an innocent joke can really be taken too far. And I think it's about time that the conversation changed when it came to mental illness, you know, because I know for years and years and years, mental illness has been stigmatized. And the fact of the matter is that it claims more lives than we know. And now it's claimed somebody that we all know and love very, very much. And I think it's time that us as content creators and us as gamers come out and address the issue that a joke can be taken too far. Yeah, I get it. It's fun to spam PogU or Monka S or KekW or whatever you want to spam in a Twitch chat. But, man, when it gets to the point where you're berating somebody and you are affecting somebody's well-being, that is when you've crossed a line. Because there is no going back. When you say what you say, it's done. You can crush a Pepsi can and throw it against a wall, look it dead in its Pepsi symbol, and say, I'm sorry, and it is not going back to the way that it used to be. It is affected forever. But basically, guys, that's really kind of all I wanted to do. I just wanted to come on here really fast and talk about how mental illness, guys, affects a lot of us. And it affects people that we're close to, even if we don't know it. So, I guess the moral of the story is, be kind. Be kind to one another. Be kind to your streamers. Because you don't know how long you're going to have with them. We never know how long anybody's going to be here. So, guys, my name is Swarksy. I'm going to be posting on YouTube much more often. If you enjoyed the video, Make sure you subscribe, leave a like and a comment. I'll be sure to answer them. I usually troll around in comments a whole lot, so anything anybody wants to say, if anybody wants to say any kind words about Reckful or about any streamer actually that you really appreciate, now's the time to do it. Because they need to feel that appreciation more than ever now. Because I'm sure that this hasn't just affected viewers, it's affected streamers too. And I'm sure it's gotten a lot of people into thinking that maybe their lives don't matter just as much. So guys, show your favorite content creators you love them. Show them that they matter. And be kind. Sorcy out.